We're gonna jailbreak Nintendo Switch. We're just gonna be having V1 and the same as V2. We're gonna do the two process of jailbreaking it. First one is with the unpatched version, and the second one is for the patched version. Okay, let's go first to the unpatched version. The first thing that you're gonna need is a jig. This is actually being slide at the right hand part of your tablet. We're gonna use this to jump, I think, pin number 1 and pin number 4 inside the tablet. Next, we have a, USB-C to USB-C connector. We're gonna use this to connect your PC to your Switch. And finally, I'm going to be using a USB-C to USB female connector. This is actually just for installing games. There are many ways of installing games, so might be the most direct method. Oh, I almost forgot. Definitely, we're going to be using an SD card. Size, I would recommend for you to use 128 GB for this because most of the time you're going to be downloading the base game. Base games, commonly, there's like 10, 12, 6 gig, 3 gig of it. The issue here is it's actually not an issue, but actually it comes with a DLC. Sometimes those DLCs are quite big. For example, for NBA 2K25, base game is around 10 or 12, I think, and then the DLCs are ranging around 50 to 60. So 128 gig safe number. If you go higher than that, 512, 1 terabyte, it's up to you. The higher, the better. Now, for the specs of your SD card, it's recommended for you. It's actually not a recommendation, but you should have a like 100 Mbps transfer rate. You have their U1, okay, A1, and all those class 10, those categories or those description of the SD card. So brand, it doesn't matter. SanDisk, Kingston, Lexar, okay, just pick your SD card as long as it's original. Okay, you don't get the imitation one. You're safe, and as long as you have 100 Mbps for your speed. Alright, going back to the Switch, I've already placed my SD card, okay, into the Switch. Okay, place it in, and the next thing you're gonna do with this is that you're gonna remove the right Joy-Con, and then with your jig right here, it should be facing right there. Okay, it's not focusing, and you're gonna slide that all the way down to that part of your switch. You're gonna see two copper pins at the bottom. Is actually used to jump two pins or two connectors inside here. And also, you can actually make this using a paper clip, but for me, I just have this one. So I'm gonna slide it in right there, all the way down. Okay, so once it's there, fully slide it in. You're gonna do is that you're gonna press the power button and the plus volume button at the same time. You should not be seeing the Nintendo logo. So once you do this, and that's it. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is that we are going to plug our Switch into the computer and run RCM. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna check if your Switch is patched. You just simply go to this website, ismyswitchpatched.com. Okay, and then you're gonna be seeing this website. You need to put in the serial number of your Switch right here. I just copied my serial number already, so we just need the first six digits. So XWA1, that's mine. After that, you press on check right here, and you're gonna receive a message from me. Your console is not patched. Hooray! Okay, so this is actually how you can check if your Switch is patched or not. Okay, going now to the computer or to the PC. I've already plugged in my SD card to my reader, and with that, you need these two files. First one, this is the file that you're gonna run once we're gonna connect your switch into your PC. And next one, we have this one, this folder actually. It also includes the RCM folder where you're gonna see the file that you're gonna launch when you plugged in your switch to your computer. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna prepare our SD card for use. I'm gonna be using Rufus for this. Gonna open it and you're gonna see this window. First stop on the device, make sure that you're gonna be formatting your SD card and not your hard drive, okay? Next, we're not gonna use an ISO for this. Let me just zoom in on this. We're gonna use non-bootable. Next part, this will be under MBR, that's good. Target system, BIOS, UEFI. Okay, if you wanna put something here, switch. There you go. File system, you can use exFAT, or for me just to be safe, I'm gonna be using FAT on this one. FAT32. NTFS is actually not recognized by switch. Cluster size, leave it as is, and then I'm gonna press on start. Gonna do an OK. Press on OK. Okay, just formatting the card right now. And then I'm gonna close it. Alright, our SD card is ready for use. Next stop, all the contents of this folder, 20.1, you just simply transfer it to the root part of your SD card. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna copy all of it. You can actually not copy the RCM. That's actually a different one. Okay, I'm gonna copy everything up. And I'm gonna place it into my SD card, which is this one. Paste all of it. You're gonna see the auto run, that ICO. That's actually, you can actually delete that in the INF file. That's fine. I'm gonna leave it as is. It's still copying and it's done. So everything that you need, most especially this one, the payload.bin, is actually the very first file that your switch is going to look for once you jailbreak it using the jig. And in this folder, by the way, the switch folder, this is actually the folder where you can place in your apps, so that once it runs under albums, you're going to see this program. For this, I'm just having the AWU, the DBI, which is like a basic thing you need to have on your switch so you can transfer files and load your games. And of course you have there your tinfoil. For this one I have these three. I also have Jailbreak. So if you want to put some files in there, some other apps that you wanted, just put it in the switch folder. So that's it. The next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna load the card into your switch, plug the switch into your PC, and run the Tegra RCM. Alright, going back to the switch, I've already placed my SD card into the switch. Okay, place it in, and the next thing you're gonna do with this is that you're gonna remove the right Joy-Con, and then with your jig right here, it should be facing right there. Okay, it's not focusing, and you're gonna slide that all the way down to that part of your switch. You're gonna see two copper pins at the bottom. Is actually used to jump two pins or two connectors inside here. And also you can actually make this using a paper clip, but for me I just have this one, so I'm gonna slide it in right there all the way down. Okay, so once it's there, fully slide it in. Gonna do is that you're gonna press the power button and the plus volume button at the same time. You should not be seeing the Nintendo logo. So once you do this, and that's it. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is that we are going to plug our switch into the computer and run RCM. Okay, going back to the PC, I've already plugged in my switch. Now we're gonna run Tegra RCM. Once you run this, you're gonna see this window, and if your switch is unpatched, you're gonna see here RCM OK. Now the next thing you need to do is that you need to find the payload that we will inject into your switch. Click on this folder, and I've already opened up the folder where you can see the payload.bin. Open that thing up, and then you just simply press on inject. And if you go back to your switch, you're gonna see this window, or you're gonna see this screen now. Okay, going back to your switch, now you're gonna see this screen once you inject the payload automatically. It's gonna ask you to set your date and time. Okay, I'm just gonna choose the date and time for, hold on, something like that. I'm gonna press on done. Okay, and the next thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna configure your SD card for switch. You're gonna go to tools. After tools, you click on, or you press on, partition SD card, this one. Then after that, you just press on OK, and then you're gonna be prompted with 4 options. Let me just explain this one briefly. We're gonna configure the emuMMC. Since I'm only using 64 GB on this, I'm gonna place this one only on 10 GB. Okay, you're gonna see it right there on the right hand side, 10. Now the other option is that if you wanted to install Linux or an Android system into your switch, you can actually use this. But since I'm only having 64 GB, I'm just gonna use the emuMMC for my jailbreak. All right, once that's done, all you need to do is press on next step, and it's going to be asking you to partition it. I'm going to press on start, and let's just wait for it. After that, it's going to be asking you to press the power button to continue and volume to abort. I'm going to press the power button, of course, and it's going to partition it. Okay, it's done. Just press on OK. And the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to close this, press on close, and then you go to the home button, or the home, touch it for home, and then we're going to create the emuMMC. Press on that one, and then you press on create emuMMC, and you're going to choose SD partition, the one that we made around 10 GB. Press it and go with part 1, and let's just wait for it to finish. Okay, now it's finished, fully 100%. Next up, you press on close, and close again, and you are ready now to launch your jailbreak. Launch it. You have 3 options. The first one, or the third one actually, is the stock MMC. It means that you're going to be running normally your Nintendo Switch, no jailbroken files, and I'm going to choose the emuMMC. Pressing it, and once you see the logo, yeah, that logo right there, it means that your Switch has already been jailbroken. Let's wait for it a bit to load up. Okay, and there you have it. Just to verify whether it's jailbroken, I'm gonna go to system settings, and I'm gonna go to system. As you can see, that one right here, it reads 20.1.5 Atmosphère 1.9.1. Okay. So that is how you actually jailbreak a unpatched Nintendo Switch. Next up, we're going to be jailbreaking now the patched version, wherein you cannot actually do this procedure. We're going to install a mod chip inside the Switch. Okay, next up, we are going to jailbreak a patched Nintendo Switch. This one is version 1. That's what I mentioned. It's the same thing, version 1 or version 2. I've already checked the serial number here on the website, and definitely this one is patched. XAJ starts with it. Most of the time, those are patched. Nintendo Switch. First thing you're gonna do is you need to power off your switch and then unscrew the back panel. Okay, we already set everything up. Just for a recap, we soldered two capacitors here, one ground, and the other one here, also the ground point. Before we cover everything up, we're gonna test this one first. I already plugged in the batteries. Okay, let me just turn this thing on. It's actually have an indicator light. Okay, as you can see, we have now the picofly sign, so this one is good. We're just gonna reinstall everything up. Okay, for the last part of the video, we are going to install a game using this connector plugged into my thumb drive. By the way, this thumb drive is formatted as exFAT. Don't use NTFS, it will not be recognized by the system. Alright, so the app that we're going to be using for this, I'm going to go for albums, and then we're going to be using DBI for the app. Okay, pressing on B, and as you can see on the second option, you can see there your USB drive. Pressing on A, and from that point you're going to see the games that you've downloaded into your thumb drive. You just press on A and you can install that, and it's going to go to the home screen of your Switch. Well, that's it for our featured video for today for jailbreaking Switch, both patched and unpatched. I hope you liked the video. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to my video, please. You have a good one.